Greetings, I'm Dr. Johnson with Bethel University. This video provides an overview of the two major performance theories in strategy and management: the Industrial Organization Theory, also known as IO, and the theory known as the Resource-Based View, or RBV. One of the fundamental questions in strategy, and in particular strategic management, and even with leadership, has to do with why one firm in an industry is able to outperform the other firms in the industry. This is an important question given that an industry is a group of companies that offer similar products or services and have access to or control similar assets and resources intended to satisfy the same basic customer needs. I want you to make some choices. Consider the following scenario in which you have access to plenty of capital to open your own restaurant in one of two available locations. Location A is in an urban area near a large college campus with many dining options nearby. Location B is in a rural area near a large college campus with relatively fewer dining options nearby. Which location would you choose? Also, would it be fine dining or fast food? What cuisine would be your choice? Pause now and choose, then continue. In the restaurant scenario, what decided the type of restaurant you would start? For instance, it might have been the urban versus rural area, or it might have been the availability of other dining options. In either case, such a decision would reflect the IO theory. Whereas if the hypothetical question is what type of restaurant you want to start, and your answer is based on your cuisine that you know, then it would reflect the RBV theory. The industrial organization model, or IO theory, argues that the external environment is a constraint around which a successful strategy must be formulated. This is driven by the assumption that industry firms utilize similar resources, and moreover, any required resources are not firm-specific, but available to all the firms. In our restaurant scenario, you're going where the market is most attractive and will formulate your strategy around it. Thus, you have access to the same ingredients, tools, and other assets. Finally, the decision makers are rational people and thus predictable. Any assets or skills deemed necessary will be acquired as needed. The resource-based view, or RBV, gives less initial attention to the external environment and focuses instead on resources and specific capabilities. One strategy is based upon the assets and resources that ideally provide a unique but at least valuable capability. In our restaurant scenario, we might know how to make pizzas, have a secret sauce that we created based upon some unique combination of ingredients or newly discovered blending process. Organizations can have many resources and therefore many capabilities. The major distinction between the IO theory and the resource-based view RBV is that the resource-based view specifically seeks to identify a combination of resources that might create a capability which could lead to a competitive advantage. However, most capabilities are simply those standard abilities necessary to compete in the industry. For example, all pizza restaurants have cooks and ovens to make and bake pizzas. A strategy's ability is different from most of the industry rivals and, given certain criteria, could be a core competency. This core competency is a strategic ability from which an advantage, specifically a competitive advantage, the ability to outperform rivals, is possible. As you might have begun to realize at this point, is that the two theories, as the saying goes, represent two sides of the same coin. These strategic theories provide us two different models of strategy formulation concerning how a company achieves above-average returns. Thus, each captures a portion of the full set of decisions and actions necessary for a firm to be strategically competitive and to achieve returns in excess of the industry average. One uses tools and frameworks to identify opportunities and threats, while the other uses tools and frameworks to identify strengths and weaknesses. Allow me to wrap up by drawing your attention to ability versus environment. Interestingly, some fish, like sharks, can survive in both freshwater and saltwater environments. However, most fish have specific abilities that give them the capability to flourish in only one type of environment. So like a saltwater fish that finds itself in fresh water, great abilities are generally wasted in the wrong environment, even if you are in what others might consider to be a great environment. In summary, unless you are like a shark, your business truly excels with identifying both the right environment, as emphasized by the IO theory, our industrial organization, and the right capabilities, as noted by the RBV theory, our resource-based view. I'm Dr. Johnson. Blessings to you all.